Hello everyone. Welcome back to our Diwali series with Dr. Aruna Iyengar. Here we have covered topics related to dietary changes that we can make during the festive season, how to take care of our hair and how to take care of our skin during the festive season and the upcoming winter season. Now it's time to throw some light on the Diwali rituals and how they are rooted in Ayurveda. So the first one that I want to ask Dr. Aruna all about is Abhyanga Snanam. So, Dr. Aruna, could you please let us know how Abhyanga Snanam has its roots in Ayurveda? What is its significance? And why our elders and all our ancestors have been practicing it for ages? Please go ahead.
Yes. First of all, the word Abhyanga needs to be understood. If we can break the etymological derivation of the word, it is Abhi and Anga. That is, Abhi is nothing but application of a gentle pressure over the Angas or over the body parts. So, usually the method followed at home can be from the toe till the head. So, we need to come in an upward direction. Also, there are some interesting marma points which can be activated while doing the Abhyanga, that is the oil massage. Actually, oil massage is a very lame term used for the word Abhyanga in English.
Okay.
So, but anyway, so application of gentle pressure over the organs is Abhyanga. So, in the sole of the feet, we have the same thing which is on the palm. We have a point in between the thumb and the index finger. So, you can press that. That is called the Kshipra Marma. Yes.
Okay,
So, we can press that at the sole of the feet and in the middle. That is also called the Talahridaya Marma. Even that can be activated while doing the massage. So, and we need to go in the upward direction. That is, we need to go against the body hair direction. So that is the method we need to do the Abhyanga. And this particular festival, it is good to be done for the whole body. And if at all, actually, it is recommended that we need to do Abhyangam every day. Abhyangam Acharet Nityam is what is told. And here, what I'm talking about is the external Abhyanga, external lubrication of oil. So, if at all you're not able to do for the whole body, at least three parts, that is the Shira, Shravana, and Pada, that is the crown of the head, can apply a little bit of oil here, and you need to apply instill eardrops in the form of oil, and at the sole of the feet. These 3 points, at least, if we can daily massage them, it will be beneficial in avoiding any changes because of the increased vata in the day. And yeah, and again, Abhyanga can be understood in two views. That is, one is the external application of oil, which of course acts as a protective shield against all the cold winds, and even sometimes when a person is talking too much, there is an increase of the vata in the body. So even that will act as a protective shield. Okay, and even if you're using the laptop or a mouse for a long time, we can apply oil at the neck vertebrae, which will, and then if you do your work, there'll be much less stress which will be faced, while doing the work. So all these things can be inculcated. And also I'm talking about the internal oleation, that is the internal Abhyanga. Internal Abhyanga is nothing but we can take either half a teaspoon of plain cow's ghee early in the morning in empty stomach, followed by the half glass cow's milk or warm water to start the day with. That will automatically make the skin more lubricated and oleated, lubricated from within. And or we can also use any medicated ghees also, or just plain cow's ghee. Daily intake of this is recommended in this season, especially, and even throughout your life. So it's very good practice. Yeah, be lubricated from inside and from outside. So
All right, so that is what Dr. Aruna told us about external Abhyanga and internal Abhyanga, how we can press certain points, marma points, and activate them, how we can apply oil on the crown of our head, ears, and on the sole of our feet, as well as try to achieve internal lubrication by starting our day with having pure ghee or medicated ghee. Most of us start our day with tea or coffee, which is actually more drying for the body. And if we have ghee to begin our day with, then it will have a lot of beneficial effect on the body. So thank you so much, Dr. Aruna, for explaining us all about Abhyanga. And please stay tuned for our next video where we have something more interesting coming up. with Dr. Aruna.